Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time taking a look at the 1995 Toyota Supra RZ. This is our 5th Supra to take on the course, and these cars have not been good. They are not good to drive. Remember that RX-7 I had last time out where I was saying how the sort of bottom tier of Japanese sports cars in this series is, well, I'd name the Supra by name, because they're not very good. And they seem to be getting slower every time I drive one of them, so let's see how this one gets along. It does have racing modification, which might help. Front engine rear-wheel drive 667 horsepower, 1,272 kilos. That right there is the problem with the Supra. It has too much power for its own good. Anyways, to find out how much power it has for its own good, we are going to take it for 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It's going to have those 6 laps to set the best time it possibly can. Current leader is the Toyota Celica Rally car, which had a time of a 27.552. The Supra, not likely to beat that. So, the quickest Supra we've had has been naturally aspirated, which should tell you a lot. That currently sits in, well, basically the mid-pack of this entire series of 30.962 for that naturally aspirated Supra. Slightly ahead of a turbocharged Supra, we had the Supra RZ. That set a time of a 31.001, and that was a very tricky car to drive, not very fun at all to set that time. And we've also had the Tom Supra, which had over 700 horsepower, because of course the issue with the Supra was too little power. And that set a time of, well, 31.341, and recently tied with a Honda called Station Wagon. So that's your Supra update. Yeah, in fairness to the Supras, I will say this is not a track that suits them, and also it's me sticking valiantly to the rules of my series, which is cars get fully upgraded. In the case of the Supras, I do cry a little bit when I do it, because I know, I'm sort of with Skylines as well, because these have stage 4 turbos, I know these would... Whoa, okay. Maybe we were too quick to judge the Supra. Wow. Maybe this just needed me to learn how to drive. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Supras. Yeah, I do cry a little bit because... yeah, stage 3 turbo, which is, for those of you who don't know your turbos, stage 1 turbo is your entry-level turbo. It's a sort of low RPM, mid-range RPM turbo. Doesn't do a whole lot. Stage 2 is a high RPM turbo. Stage 3 is a sort of all-range turbo, a hybrid turbo if you will, which is very nice to drive, and cars that have stage 3 turbos are usually pretty quick. And then the Stage 4 Turbo is the crazy nutter sort of... well, it's the Mark IV Super Turbo. The one that makes, like, all its power at, like, 6,000 RPM. And isn't very drivable. That's this turbo. So, yeah. We're not going to go quicker on this lap, but I tell you what, that's... maybe I was bad-mouthing the Supra too much. I was expecting this to be atrocious. They usually are. Any testing I've done with Supras as well, and they've been horrendous. This is by far and away, even like considering testing and everything, this is the quickest I think I've ever had a normal Supra. And it's not even close, and I got 2 laps of that out of it. I will stop bad-mouthing the Supras in this series. Apparently all you need is racing mod. And, they kill it. Really impressive. Actually, I'm genuinely quite speechless from that. Yeah. Good job, Supra. 30.401. Can't argue with that. 30.401 will place it into a 94th place. Goes between a Renault Clio V6 and the Honda Prelude. It's actually quicker than a naturally aspirated GTO, which is something I never thought I'd say about the Supra. Quicker than the Mugen Integra Type R, quicker than the E55 AMG. A little bit slower than an Altezza 280T, so we bring it back down to earth a little bit, because that car did have like 250 less horsepower than this. But yeah, that is the sort of pace I expect from these cars. You know, I don't expect these to be dawdling around with the 31 seconds. I expect these to be up there. And for the first time, this is indeed up there. It's quicker than the E36 as well, which was a very nice car to drive, actually. Yeah. I'm genuinely shocked. I thought this was going to be atrocious, and it actually wasn't half bad. Anyways, that is it for this episode. I hope that continues, by the way, just before I end this. I hope the Supras keep doing well, because I actually don't hate the Supra, but they're just tricky to drive. But I hope they continue to do well. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.
My hopes and dreams are going. I'll only you back. Got up in a war that you are not part of. Eyes on the slit of your father.